Welcome to the weekly channeled energy report for the week of October 25th, 2022. Hi, I'm Erin Werley and I channel God. So this week is all about your inner guidance. It's about a specific guidance that has been coming through for you rather steadily. But there's something within you that says, I don't know if this is right. I'm not sure about this. I hear you, or I see you, or I feel you, but I don't think I'm going to do anything about you. This is really, really common with inner guidance. As humans, we want it so very, very much. We want to receive it. But often when it comes, it seems so much bigger than we are. It seems like universe, God, source is making it sound like it would be so simple. But for us, from our human perspective, it seems like that must be for somebody else. Somebody stronger, somebody braver, somebody with more courage, somebody with a lot more experience, somebody else, not for me. But the truth is the universe sees you as your truth. The universe sees you as this beautiful, bright light. The universe sees you as God in form. The universe sees you in all of your genius and your majesty. And the universe, when the universe looks at you, it doesn't think about the things that you perceive as flaws or the mistakes that you've made. It sees you as pure potentiality, as being capable of infinite possibilities. And the universe sees you through the eyes of love and acceptance and joy and gratitude. And so for this week's guidance, part of the message is to begin rising up to meet the version of you that the universe sees every time it looks at you, experiences through you. You are so much more than flesh and bones and blood. The consciousness of the universe flows through you. The creative manifestation power of the universe lives inside of you. And you're being asked to take a tremendous leap of faith, a leap of faith that I have no doubt has you feeling scared. And the thoughts are probably something like, if I do this, I might fail. I might be embarrassed. I might feel foolish. Being willing to take a leap of faith when the evidence doesn't yet exist in the physical world to prove that it's a good idea is what makes it faith. And believe it or not, your power does not come from trying to control your life. Your power comes fully and completely from releasing the need to control and saying, I trust that I am guided. Now, in the beginning, it's going to feel a little shaky. It's going to feel a little bit like, can I, should I? I'm not sure. It is a practice, a muscle you strengthen, building your trust in the universe so that you can take leaps of faith based on your inner guidance quicker and easier as time progresses. So your guidance is telling you right now that when you take this leap of faith, you're going to be supported. But all you have to go on is your guidance. And for many of you, you are going to want to continue to do inner work on yourself instead of taking this leap of faith. You're going to say things to yourself like, well, yes, I know that I'm sort of being pushed into this leap of faith, but instead, what I'll do is this other thing that makes a little bit more sense to me practically and probably will really definitely have a bigger payoff in the long run. The truth is, when we don't follow where we're being guided, when we don't take the leap of faith, because we simply do not feel ready, and we're never ready. We have to literally leap. That's why it's a leap. We don't yet feel ready. But when we don't do it, when we don't leap, we are led to more and more lessons. We aren't led to the joy, the fulfillment, the peace that we actually want to experience. And this is a very gentle reminder. If you have been trying to create something else instead of what you know deep within that you're actually being guided to, the time for that is long past. This is not about doing it on your own. It's not about you against the world and you figuring it all out. It is about releasing to the God within you and trusting the crazy path that you are led on. So you are being told, or you wouldn't be here listening to this video, you are being told that you have already done this inner work, and to continue to essentially scrape away at your insides, trying to do more and more and more and more work. That's not what you're being led to. You're being led to an outside embodiment of the inner work that you have done. Taking what is fresh and new within you because you have transformed within in so many ways, taking this and beginning to express it outside of you. And I'm feeling a lot in the throat right now. Okay, a lot wants to begin to be expressed with your voice. Now, there's going to be hesitation around using your voice. And that's okay. That's very, very, very normal. But those of you that are watching this video are being called to open your throats more and more and more and step into more safety around speaking your truth. And this is a beautiful way that you can begin to radiate those inner changes outward. Now, we have to be careful when we are beginning to open our throat that we aren't looking to others to validate the things that we say. When we choose to open our throat from an awakened standpoint, it is simply because there are words or sounds that want to come through you. And you are trusting that you're letting those out when you're called to let them out. It is not about others giving you validation. It is about becoming essentially a channel for the universal energies and the universal thoughts. And I can sense some of you, as you are hearing this, you're feeling a lot of resistance to this, a lot of, whoa, this can't be me. That's not me. That's much bigger than me. And the message is very clear. You're much bigger than you realize. You're so much more than you are aware. And you're being called to rise up into your next level. It's time. It is time to take this leap of faith into your next level. Now, as you go down this path of opening your throat, of letting what you've done within begin to radiate to your outside world, you're going to experience a deep, deep healing within that will not be complete until you start radiating outward. So interestingly enough, while we might want to focus all of our work within to complete your healing circle for this current healing cycle that you are in, the only way to do it is to start radiating your focus outward instead of within. So it doesn't mean that we don't do our inner practices. Of course, we want to continue whatever those are, but we also want to start seeing the outside world as simply a reflection of our inner world. So it's bringing awareness to the outside world as if the outside world is a part of your inner world, because in truth it is. Okay, so it is in a way, a deeper inner practice than you currently have, bringing the outside world within. Also, your manifestation power is going to increase exponentially as you do this. Okay. Now, with this increased manifestation power, you might be tempted, you very well may be tempted to create something smaller than you're being called to create, to take a smaller action, a smaller leap of faith than you are actually being called to take. And there will be all sorts of programming and limiting beliefs contributing to this. Well, this is probably good enough. This would be so much better than I have now. So let me just go for this small, jump, and then I can look at that big leap in the future. And you are being guided very, very strongly away from this energy of playing it safe, of buying into and recreating yourself as someone who is small and plays it safe. The energy that's going on in our planet right now is not playing it safe energy. It's energy that's going to make huge, tremendous shifts for the people who are taking giant leaps of faith. And when I say leap of faith, I'm specifically referring to trusting the nudges within so much more than you're trusting what the people around you and your very own persona or ego are telling you. You are trusting that even though this thing you're being called to do is so much bigger than you can conceptually understand, that it's not about you. It's about allowing the universe to make it happen for you. It is so much bigger than you. And as you recognize that, you leave the smallness of the individual persona and ego behind, and you begin to step into the universal energy, the limitless potentiality energy. You've been playing too small your entire life, and you've had glimpses of greatness. This is a rising. It is a rising up to your next level self, to a closer connection with all that is. So you're being asked to make your leap of faith so big that it could only possibly work out if the universe sweeps in and makes it happen. That through your own control, you couldn't possibly make this work. That is the kind of leap of faith you are being encouraged and literally hugged by the universe into understanding you are meant for. Now, there's probably going to be something so big in front of you that feels absolutely insurmountable and is the one reason, or maybe two or three reasons, that you definitely can't take this leap of faith. Whenever we are moving into our next level self, we're going to experience a little bit of energetic resistance. Recognize that it's not a reason to stop. It's not a stop sign. It is simply something that needs to be moved through. Now, this thing, whatever it is, whether it's a problem, whether it's a relationship, whether it's just thoughts in your head, whether it's the idea that you're too old or you're too young or you don't know enough, you're not smart enough, you're not good looking enough, that you don't know how to, you've never done this before, so you don't know how to do it. Whatever that is, it's not there because it's true. It's there so that, as a bit of an irritant, to make you notice that there is more to be had. And you're being asked to let it go. It's been standing in your way for a very, 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 very long time. Let it go. You don't need it. You don't need it, and you know what it is. And even as I speak, I can feel you shifting away and saying, not that, don't make me do that. Anything but that. I need that. That's part of who I am. You are more than who you believe that you are. Even if you understand the concept of oneness, even if you've experienced that concept, You are more. You are more. And I'm going to close with this. You literally did not come here to Earth to play small, to play safe, and to exercise an extreme level of control over your life. You came here to Earth to change this world, to usher in a new age. You are a change maker. You are a disruptor. And even though that feels like a lot, you also know it's true. You know it's true. There's some fear around that. And that's okay. It's okay. It's okay to start believing in who you really are and how big you are. Not only do you deserve to understand this, but our Earth, our world, the human collective, we deserve you in your power. We deserve you taking a leap of faith. I love you. If you're not already signed up for my weekly guidance newsletter, please head to the link in the description and sign up. Every Tuesday morning, I send out a beautiful channeled newsletter for essentially those of us who are called to step into this new era, this new Earth. Sending you so much love. And if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit that and the notification bell so you don't miss out on my daily videos.